Welcome to our channel. I was recently watching a video on social media, and it was about a guy. He was making a joke about all the songs. Every musician comes out and makes a song, and it's about their mother. You know, he was speaking in Luganda. He's like, "Abantu bonna bajja ne boogera ennyimba in Luganda, eza mama." So he was feeling it was a joke, but I feel like there might be some truth to the joke.
Yeah.
So that's our topic for today. My name is Amanda.
Samantha.
Priscilla.
This is Kamlia Line. Yes, so ladies, welcome back.
Hey.
Yes, guys, we really enjoy doing this podcast for now. We've been having a blast. So today we're talking about fathers. Why are most of the songs about mothers? First of all, is it true, girls? Ladies, do you think it's true?
I think it's true.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've had many songs about a
There's
father.
the Luther Vandross Dance with My
Yes.
Father.
And that's a regret. Post.
Yeah.
The father died.
Oh, jeez.
So that's a posthumous tribute. That's also the only one I can think of. And I know a few songs of the fathers to the daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can't think of.
The Butterfly Kisses was a
Yeah.
father to the daughter.
Yeah.
I'm really scratching my head here. Can you think of any?
I can't.
Yeah,
the only
it's
one that
Ma.
came to mind is the one you mentioned.
The
Luther.
I can't think of any other.
Yeah, so why do you think that is? What do you think is the disconnect? Why don't
I
fathers
believe
get called?
mothers are more celebrated because, first of all, there's that connection between a mother and a child that's beyond the physical world. It's more of a spiritual experience because this person, this being, is formed in your womb. At one point, you are one with your child.
Yeah.
You are literally one.
Yeah. To the point that when the child is born, I think for up to 6 months or a year, they think you're one.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
They
it's
can't
quite
tell
interesting.
themselves
They don't separate themselves. They
yes
can't.
from the mom.
Yeah, for them, they see themselves as an extension of you.
Wow.
It's too
And
cute.
After having the child, apparently some of their cells remain inside you and travel to your brain, where they stay in your brain for
Yes.
even up to 10 years after you've given birth.
True.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
So it's a
wonderful.
very spiritual experience to have a child as a mother. Maybe that's part of the explanation.
That is beautiful. Yeah.
And also being that most times mummies are the primary caregivers. A lot of the time they are the first nurturers, especially for the very little ones. So there's that bond. Not to say that dads don't have their bond. I think there's that special bond.
But
But also sometimes, now like when you mentioned it just now, I was going to say, is it because we know that women appreciate more praise than say a man would? Because when you think about it, men crave that from their wives, not their children.
Yeah.
They crave that appreciation, that vocal
Validation.
from their wives, not so much their
Affirmation.
children. So maybe somehow, I don't know. Maybe they pick up on that.
It's a love language they respect. They receive.
From their wives.
The mothers will celebrate that gift better. A song.
That's my opinion.
It's so interesting because most of the songs are sung by adults, and we all know daughters. It's generally received that daughters bond best with their fathers, and yet they grow up, and all of a sudden, back to mama.
I think when you come into womanhood, you start to appreciate so much. It's just like how maybe a guy would respect his dad so much more when they come into their own.
Yeah.
And they gain some level of understanding of what and how this person is who they are.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But that's you're right.
But the other thing is that I believe in our generation it's changing. Back then, in our grandparents and in our parents' generation, the primary caregiver was always the mom. The father went out there to fend for
To
the
work.
family, to bring bread back
Breadwinner.
home. But the mothers stayed in the home and were with their children from when they are born to overseeing every detail of their child growing up.
Quite literally the
Nutrition.
glue.
Yes.
The glue in
So
the
at the end
home.
of the day, that bond is created from childhood. You might love your dad as a parent, but there's that extra bond from time spent together, stories shared, physical presence that a mother of those generations provided more for their children. Today it's changing because women, we have to work, we have to go out of the home, and the fathers are more involved, I must say, in
Yeah.
our generation. The fathers
It's
are
also
more
nuclear.
hands-on. Yeah.
It's more nuclear, the setting, because back then you'd be with your
You
parents
had
and the
extra
aunties
hands
and yeah. So now it's
Thank you to our mothers who groomed these young gentlemen to be more responsible and more,
yeah.
Hands-on.
hands-on fathers. Changing diapers, that was unheard of.
Yeah.
Of your father is changing a diaper?
Even your
your
mother wouldn't
uncle?
allow.
It was like taboo,
Yeah.
even for the father to be in the delivery room when the mother is giving birth. They would be out there in the bars drinking with their friends, high-fiving, and your wife is over there in the labor ward killing it by herself. But I think the new generation, the new breed of fathers who are coming up, they're more hands-on, they're more involved. So I believe we should see that trend changing. More songs
More
should be
and
coming
more.
on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe our babies will be the ones
Yeah.
creating amazing, songs.
And also voicing the appreciation to their fathers.
You talked about mothers appreciate those songs better. Sometimes, like even beyond songs. I've been around many. I'll speak for my grandparents. I used to see, like, even when visitors come, they would give money to the grandma instead of the father. Maybe it's because they trust the woman better. She caters to the home while the husband has other external interests or external responsibilities. Because beyond the songs, generally, I always find, there's been a lot of findings about old men that are lonely, old men that feel abandoned by their children. And to some extent, the guy was joking, but it's unfair because those men are the ones that sacrifice not
their
time,
homes.
but they really do break their backs out there
Yeah.
to work for the kids in the home. And in the end of the day, all the praise
Goes to the
goes to
mom.
mom.
It's
fair.
honestly, it's not fair, but also you've heard of the whole those were the days where men were strong and silent and not very expressive emotionally.
Yes, you can't cry.
There were very few dads who I think children could run up to and sit on the lap. I think that era was that era of when you see him coming, you disappear. You're not to be heard from. You can be seen, but mommy, it's now
That is
mommy's
true.
time to care for daddy too. So
Daddy
it's
needs
not
to rest,
yeah.
go
So
to
it
the
wasn't like
room.
intentional. It's just how it was set up to just show respect by giving daddy space and his space and his time and his that reverence of this is daddy. You don't just access him just anyhow. Yeah. So I don't know. It's unfair. It's sad. It's sad to know that in their old age, when they now feel like they have time and they can sit and chat,
The bond is not
they
there.
still see that,
It was not created.
Yeah. But then again, there's nothing wrong with effort. There's nothing wrong with making that effort and saying, calling your son home or your daughter, saying, I want to see you, come and see me. You go for a walk around your home.
Yeah.
No one is going to beat you for trying.
Yeah.
So I don't
That's
see.
to the dads.
Yeah, to the dads. I don't see why, if you feel left out, you can't say, I noticed you've been calling mommy, you never call me. then for me, it's now on me to also now make an effort and say, every 2 days I'll call daddy, or I'll check in for one-on-one time. I know he likes his evening walks, or he likes to read his newspaper in the evening on the balcony. Like when I drop by, I'll sit, even if it's sitting quietly, with them.
But that's a pride. You have to really have that line of communication, because it's true. Some people fear their dads.
I think our emotional intelligence needs some tweaking and some growth, honestly. Some things now, like I really like to observe people, body language, how they react. So if you know your parent, and there are some things that you would notice, maybe a change in their mood. You'd maybe you've gone to visit and you notice, today he was more withdrawn or he was quieter. Let me go and just sit by him.
That you need to. I think that that is, of course, extra effort. But some things come naturally. Like I'll tell you, for me, my dad has always been in my life. He's always provided, I've always known, but he was always, Pastor T.D. Jakes says it best. He always says, people are like, mother and father is like an example of God's love. One, the mother is always nurturing, so you always find comfort in their love, and the father is more like corrective, like the God that disciplines, the God that
still loves you and disciplines with love.
Yeah, and that's the God we fear.
Still,
and that's the God we don't even preach about very much, because that's the the God that wants you to be righteous and do this and rebukes you, right? So many a times you fear, you cower from such love. You don't appreciate it. I used to fear my father, and it was so different. It was for me, I think, because I was the firstborn. I felt like most of the time he was always I felt judged all the time. Do this, you're the big sister, do this. But later on, when I grew up, I realized I was empowered. He empowered me.
Oh, that's sweet.
Without my father, I don't think I would be standing up for myself.
Aww.
No.
Cry.
No. I feel like, without my father, I wouldn't be able to have the gusto to stand up for myself, because now I'm not a pushover. And yet my mom, who raised me, who was my primary caregiver, and my grandma, they're all like, they let things go. They're all about
gentler.
Fight. Why
gentler.
Are you
Yes.
And sometimes
a woman can't be. You can't be. You're a woman trying to remind you.
It's not even reminding me. Even when you observe them, their personalities, they're just calm. Like they can't hurt a fly. She'll just speak to you politely. Bojo, Charlie, Amanda. My father was like my young girl.
Yeah,
I think it's a beautiful balance. I think
I even bonded with my stepmom because of that, because I was always feeling judged. But later on, I started appreciating it. I was like, you know what, I can stand up for myself, because he empowered me. He empowered me. He would tell me, the little, like my siblings, because they're younger, he'll be like, Amanda is undeciding, where are we eating? Which restaurant? And I hated it. You know how ladies are always like, I don't know.
You pick.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I had to pick. So now I decided to do research. I would look for the good restaurant, and that's where I would go. I'd sit in the front of a car. It was common knowledge. Please, the front seat is Amanda's.
Wow.
So I guess you need that tough love also. And that love, even when I'm thinking of
that discernment that he had, that he needed to, your place needed to be different. It needed to be that discernment that a dad has, that this is how I'm going to. I see it. It always amazes me, because I think women, we are mostly emotional leaning in how we, even in the way, personally for me, even when I'm disciplining, it's from an emotional place. My spouse, even if for you feel like you're boiling, and the thing that has happened is just, he will be the calmest. He will be the one who's thinking and reasoning, and trying to first listen to the other side. Meanwhile, for you, you're just like, put me in, coach. Let me. So I like that. I like how God did it in such a way that there's such a beautiful balance.
Yin and yang.
Yes, yes.
And I think the children, maybe, I don't know if it's the mom's job to like remind them of how hard dad is working.
Yeah.
How
I feel like
how
mom
much
is
he's sacrificed. Because
Yeah.
sometimes like there are fathers that walk away
Yes,
and the kids just see things happening.
yes.
And sometimes they forget that
It's easy to take it for
yeah,
granted.
they
Yes.
forget that daddy is involved in this process. They just
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
mommy buys this, mommy does that.
Yes.
So
That's what I was saying. I feel like when we were talking just now, it hit me that moms, yes, we say that a lot. Moms are the glue. Literally, she's the connection between dad, because she's the one that has that understanding of everything that is happening, all the sacrifices that he's making. And then she also now is the one who's connected. So she's the one that is the bridge, the glue that just brings, and of course, that thing you've mentioned of being able to not necessarily put what is it called, not fear, not, but that understanding that we are because there is someone who is,
Sacrificing.
yeah.
And
It's amazing.
for my personal experience is that I didn't have a dad growing up. My dad died when I was 4 years old. But there have been these uncles in my life who have really played the father role so well. And I want to give kudos to the uncles out there. We see you, we appreciate you. Standing in the gap to be a father to someone who has no father is so important. You might not understand the depth of it, but something as simple as making time to talk to your niece or nephew whose father is not around, it covers, to some extent, it covers that gap. Having that physical presence, that emotional support. I've had my uncle Amanda's dad, he paid for my master's.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
I know. Guys, I didn't know I'm going to get this.
no, we hear you.
Oh my God.
It's
We
good to
thank
have
God.
someone that
We
that,
thank
that
God. May
wishes
God
you the
richly
best.
bless them for stepping into that gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there is something about, like when I think about my dad, I think about that gentle, silent, resilient, that figure that is there to just anchor quietly, just anchoring. And because
Is that stern voice, not shaking.
yes, there's I think there's a God-given authority. I've been watching like a lot of videos lately where you see how like a dad will speak to a baby so tiny, so little, you wouldn't expect, and it amuses me. I gravitate towards those videos where you see dad saying quiet, or even with toddlers when they say no. And for you, the mom, you're going to say, no, don't what?
They
The
don't
dad
respect
is
you at
going
all.
to say no once, my friend.
I know.
So there's that
Or even
God-given
look.
thing. Yes.
To be like,
So I remember that with my dad. And even like so many times when, I think I'm an introvert, but at home we're loud. So many times there'll be some drama happening. Sama, do you need a hug?
No, I need eye drops.
Or sometimes when mommy was reporting and you could see she was incensed, like she was worked up, she was so mad. And then he would listen. And then meanwhile you're shaking in your boots because you're thinking, oh my God, she's going to download what I did and he's just going to lose it. And then he'll be so calm and then he'll listen and he'll be like, okay. And he'll turn to you. Start to ask you questions calmly. You talk, you have a conversation. And my friend, after that conversation, you're not going to be doing any of that nonsense. Whatever you've been carrying on. Not that authority that they don't have to raise their voice. Okay, dads raise their voice, yeah. But then they don't have, there is a silent power, a silent, I don't know how else to word it.
Yeah.
But it's quite amazing.
Kids don't take us seriously as moms.
You can be yelling, don't.
I know,
no,
but
even
daddy
with
just,
a baby, even with a toddler.
and
daddy
daddy
will
shows
speak
up
once.
and that's it.
And they're
Everyone
in
will
line.
align. Yeah.
It's amazing.
we need to also talk about, like, for instance, when it comes to like gift giving. Many a times I used to, like, when you travel, my dad would even pay for the trips. And when you're looking for souvenirs, I'm like, the man doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke. I can't buy him.
It's boiled
He
food.
doesn't wear jewelry. He doesn't. So in my head, I just wrote him off. I would always buy, like, naturally, I'd buy everyone
That's so
a
true, because you
souvenir.
instantly know what to get your mom,
Yeah,
your
and my siblings.
but
And
then
my
somewhere,
dad,
somehow with your dad, you
and even when I'd ask him, I'd be like, what do you want? He'll be like, just be happy.
Nothing.
Just be
Don't
healthy.
need anything.
You know those things.
don't
But
need
recently,
anything.
when I was doing Christmas shopping, I thought through it. I was like, I'm buying everything for the house I bought for the. I thought of a list for everyone. Then I was like, but my father wears shoes and sandals. Why can't I throw that in? I was so happy.
Oh.
And that's how many
The
times
smallest gift.
we leave them out. Yet all you have. So I think we just need to try harder.
Yeah.
We need to put effort. In fact, I don't. I had a friend that used to date this guy, and they went to meet their friends. And while the friend was lavishing the girlfriend, he told the girlfriend, "Don't look at them, baby. They'll spoil you." So that's how I feel on birthdays. I'm like, my God, my siblings are saying happy birthday. I'm going to spoil him.
Yeah.
Because that's not a thing we do.
Yeah.
We don't, birthdays come and pass.
Yeah. But we need to appreciate our fathers more,
Yeah.
and our uncles, for some of us who don't have physical
The
fathers.
father figures.
Yeah.
So so now, don't you think, like, also part of the reason women maybe also overgift cater to their mothers is we get to a point and we empathize with every struggle they've gone through. And you're just very protective
Yes.
of your mom.
Yeah.
Like, protective of your mom.
And you start to understand.
Yeah, you start to overcompensate now. For every man that has disrespected her, let me lavish
Yeah.
my mom. And of course, those men include your dad. So maybe there's a bit of resentment there for some kids, some good kids. I know many kids that don't talk to their fathers. So maybe, I don't know if it's, I don't know, do mothers have to tell their kids not to be involved in their parents' business, or do you
I don't think you even
'cause
have
kids
to
are
say
watching.
it. I think kids learn, they take cues from you. If you're the kind of mom who will come back and speak negatively of your spouse, it's no shock that your kids will start to carry beef.
Yeah.
There are scenarios where they do see it, especially like in homes where there's maybe physical domestic abuse. But then outside of that, if you, whatever issues you have with if you understand that your role is to protect their image of their dad, it's part of your duty. It's part of, just as he should yours.
Yeah.
So they take cues from you. So if you're the kind who will speak negatively about their dad around them, then if you're the kind who will heap praise, even in just the way that, even if it's not speaking, but just the way you treat him, can model for your children what or how a person of high importance like that ought to be treated. The amount of respect you should be given, appreciation.
So to wrap this up, what do we think we should do? I don't know if it's the children or the parents or the mothers or maybe even the fathers themselves. What can be different? What should be done to at least change the narrative for kids to release songs with their dads? At least.
I
Or
think
change.
It's not just about the songs, but
Yeah,
genuine
genuine
appreciation for the
appreciation,
role
or-
that fathers play in society and in families.
Or even not appreciation. He's your dad. Some dads, like, you only have one.
Acknowledgement.
Yeah, acknowledgement. Like, for you being dismissive of your father completely. There are people that don't talk to their parents.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he raised you, he provided. I feel like maybe sometimes we'd need to let bygones be bygones and, like,
We
Start up.
forget, we know when you're a child, your parent is not human, they're superhuman. And as you grow older, maybe, and you start to maybe spend more time with them or around them, and you have more understanding, you get to see that they too are human. And sometimes what happens is some people don't make that connection.
Yeah.
They want to keep you on that pedestal, and therefore whatever failing you have, it's unforgivable.
Yeah.
But to remember that they are human, it's just a guy on his journey, just trying to live his life and
Yeah.
understand and drink his water and stay healthy. And the way you see yourself, like just a person trying to survive in this world, they too. The way you make mistakes, they too. So
You need to give them grace for
Yeah.
reconciliation.
yeah.
So let's all appreciate our fathers out there and our uncles who've been fathers to us. We love you, we see you, and we acknowledge all your effort.
I don't think any of us would have been here without a dad. So, the people out there, please respect and treasure your dads, and please like, comment, subscribe, and we'd love to hear from you. Your comments on this
Or
topic.
even if they've watched and they've enjoyed and you've remembered something amazing, you can make that call, send that message. Just tell them you love them.
Yeah.
Tell them thank
It's
you.
the season of love.
Send the birthday message.
Yeah.
And it's a season of love.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Your daddy
Yeah,
can
We're
be
wearing
your
red.
Valentine.
Yeah, we just finished Valentine's, so
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't hold back.
All right. Thank you. God bless.
Bye.